Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at a fascinating ship. Some would call it the personification of Russian bias. I would say it is perhaps one of the most broken ships in the history of this game. Of course, I'm talking about the Izum. No, I'm kidding. I'm talking about the Russian Tier 10 premium coal cruiser Smolensk. So I'm not. I'm playing a DPM build of Smolensk. No concealment upgrades of any kind, apart from the camouflage. Full DPM, IFHE. One module for, I believe it's rate of fire, and one upgrade, one captain skill for range. So we're at 16.6 range. IFHE, demolition expert, superintendent, and spicy things like that. I do like my rudder shift upgrade, so I'm running both rudder shift upgrades. So I really try to dodge fire in this thing. I don't use smoke any more than I need to. Smoke can be quite a trap in Smolensk, as I'm sure you're all aware of. Smoke should only be used to break contact and to camp and shoot as long as you have a spotter. If you don't have a spotter, it is a death trap. Everything is going to be going into a Smolensk smoke, from torpedoes to blind fire to radar to everything. So don't do it. And another thing to be aware of is your firing, spotting, the range at which you're spotted when you're firing in smoke, which with my build is at 5.8. With a few upgrades it might go to 5.2, perhaps 5.4, but is something to be aware of. So if you just smoke up in the enemy's face and start shooting, or you're going to be spotted and deleted real quick. So the teams look fairly balanced. Kiev has only just woken up, so I'm instructing him to go to B cap. In general, I believe DD should go to the cap in front of them and not travel halfway across the map. At least for a look. There's no need to always try to cap a dangerous cap, but you need to scout it out in case the enemy are capping. So, back to the Smolensk. I'm sure you all know about this ship, but 17 guns, 16 guns, sorry. 4.5 seconds reload, they can get even lower. Absurd fire chance, very good ballistics. So the DPM on this ship is absolutely horrendous. It's disgusting. The strength of this ship is its ability to deal indiscriminate damage to any kind of ship, whether it's a DD or a BB or a cruiser. It's just going to die real quick. The citadel is quite large, but quite prone to overpens by large caliber BB guns, so it's something to be aware of if you're in a Smolensk and you're being shot at by something large like a Kremlin or a Yamato. Flashing him your broadside will actually result in less damage than angling, so his shells will just overpenetrate. Now, some cheeky shells like Montana shells, which are slower, have a better chance of citadeling you. Conqueror HE just wrecks you. And cruisers also get very good, fairly cheap damage on a Smolensk. So you need to be aware of that. But you can dodge all of this. The ship is exceptionally maneuverable and quite small. So, anyway, back to the game. We see the enemy are trying to take A cap. Two cruisers have entered B cap, one of them a Des Moines. I snap off a few shots at this Yue Yang. Whenever you see a DD with a Smolensk, just shoot it. You do good damage and your shells are fast for a cruiser's shell, so he has very low chances of dodging. And I'm going to go here to help my mate. Okay, so he's the Hipper. We start with HE, but I immediately switch to AP because AP deals very good damage to almost any target, and this smoke here is just a precaution in case he tries to shoot me in the side. He can get very good citadels. Now, see that AP, that is very good damage, very, very decent damage. Des Moines was shot by the Montana. It's not the case for Des Moines. Just continue pumping him full of AP, and look at just that horrendous damage. 5,000 per salvo on a 3.5 second reload is just filthy. So, as you can see, the smoke did its job. It broke contact while I took care of the hipper, and I'm not going to linger. I'm not going to sit in my smoke and grow roots. No, you need to be on the move and redeploying. I think we seem to have lost C-cap. I hope those ships just kite and defend safely, not try to push it without a DD. We lost the Monarch. B is going to be capped, so I'm going to move to the more critical area, which is A, where the Yueyang has capped, and they are probably going to push past and through the cap. And there is also a Thunderer division there, so those two are going to be working together. Those are probably the most dangerous players on the enemy team, so it's my job to deal with them. The Yueyang is there. I'll snap off shots immediately. As I said, always shoot at DDs, even just a couple of hits is permanent damage. Implacable drops me, but as you can see, my AA is quite strong. So we shot down a few planes, and he just got 2 torpedoes off. Patiently waiting for the torpedoes to pass, so we can continue our movement to A cap. Wow, those torpedoes are slow. There's the chopper. But as always, the DD takes precedence. If you can see him, shoot him. Colbert dealt with the enemy Kagera, that's good. And look at that, 7 hits on the Yueyang, and I believe it was a broken engine. I've almost ruined his game. In general, when shooting and you have a variety of targets, you should start from DD, then ships that can't repair, and then you go to radar ships, and then to BBs. And then of course you weigh the probabilities of hitting a target. So if you have a broadside BB and a DD at 16 kilometers, well yes, you're going to shoot the BB. If you have any chance of hitting the enemy DD, you take that shot. There's the Yueyang, we almost finished him off. The CV tried to rocket him, but didn't get any hits, but I don't think he's going to escape our shots for very long with that ferocious reload. 2 more hits. Oh, this guy is kidding. Can't be serious. Come on. The CV hit him, but he is incredibly still alive. Good thing he doesn't have Kuznetsova. And he is down. 2 Thunderers. Thunderer snaps off a shot. RNBB HE can be quite devastating against the Smolensk because it doesn't overpen and gets very good damage. But we managed to escape the worst of this. And now here, as they are shooting, they are spotting themselves. So we just start spamming. There's that poor hapless Chapayev. No chance against my shells. We'll just start blasting away. He won't live long at all. 1 fire, 10 hits, 15 hits, another fire. You see what I mean when I say ferocious DPM, and he just burns to death. Perhaps his repair was on cooldown and he couldn't save himself. So we start working on the Thunderers, and we get some shots off at this Zhao as well. Now the reload is so high, you can just spread fires around at every target in range. Oh, we got 2 kills there. Good job, Shima. You can just shoot at everything and just get fires on everything if you want to kind of affect the entire sector. Now if you want to, of course, focus something down, that will be the best, but you can see here none of the 3 ships that I'm shooting at are kind of giving me an easy shot, so I can focus on them. So my shots just go everywhere. As you can see, I'm constantly spotted, but they try to shoot me. I kind of proactively, constantly juke the rudder. Oh, that hurt. What I said, HE, BBHE can really hurt you. Proactive maneuvering, of course paying attention to your shooter as well is very important, but constantly maneuvering, you can see the shots go left and right. They're very hard to hit, and it's a very small ship. If you sit bow on, of course anything that hits your bow will penetrate it, but you're also a very small target. BBs can't get consistent hits unless it's a very, very accurate battleship, like a Thunderer. Now the second Thunderer makes his appearance. We can start spamming him as well, as the other one is kind of withdrawing. It's flashing us his broadside, so we'll get some good hits. Now my rudder is still broken. I am running last stand because it gets broken all the time, but we should be okay. Let's see, that is AP. I just turn him slightly, and there we go, just another miss. Finally, our rudder has repaired, and here would be a good time to use our smoke as they're advancing towards us. And there are targets behind us, so they will spot themselves, so we don't need a spotter. And we just start lighting them up. Now, the duration of our... Oh, he got us there. The duration of our smoke is not exceedingly long, so it pays to think about what you're going to do when the smoke runs out. You can't just sit in your smoke as you would in perhaps American DD smoke that lasts for ages. I'm already actively maneuvering. I'm going to reverse to port and then slip away to starboard at full speed to use that island. Now, when in smoke, I tend to disable my AA so the enemy don't get a fix on me. Ever since Flamu's blind fire video, everyone is trying to snipe Smolensk, so with no AA, you kind of reduce the fix they can get. Of course, firing your guns does give them a fix, but AA gives the enemy CV a very good fix on where you guys. He's got a better picture than surface ships. Got pretty good damage on that one Thunderer. We'll start shooting at the Zao. With IFHE you can penetrate almost every part of the ship, so the salvo doesn't get too much. Okay, 8,000 damage, that's not too bad. You see, no Citadel. Citadel is both there and not there at the same time. Let's see, that Zao is kind of juking. It's a little bit far. He does have some time to dodge, as the shells are very light, so while their initial velocity is great, at range they do slow down a little so they can be dodged. Now that guy is almost dead, but not completely dead, which are two very different things. Here's a bit of a trick here. You can shoot through these islands, through this gap. Shells go under. Torpedoes don't, but as you can see I'm just shooting him under the island. He didn't expect that. And I got free fire on him. The Thunder is dead, and this one is just burning away, so this battle really should be over soon. Very high potential damage, but many games I get 1.5 to 2 million potential damage without, taking an enemy shell at all. The ship can dodge very, very well, so keep that in mind. You just need to be alert and proactively dodging, and well, nothing will hit you. So, almost at the end. The skill build and module build will be in the description. Overall, a broken ship. It's too strong in its current iteration. Any decent player can do exceedingly well in this ship. The DPM is just too strong, too easy to use at the end of the battle. Just too easy to use. The smoke can be used as a crutch in difficult situations, just part of your toolbox. The non-existent, in essence, Citadel for enemy BBs, strong AA, Hydro, torpedoes. Torpedoes, if somebody tries to rush your smoke, you can defend yourself with torpedoes quite effectively, kind of a sting in your tail if anyone gets too close. So overall, a very, very strong ship. So that'll be it for this video. I'll see you next time.